All right, we got the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Boston Celtics. Horford for 2. Mike Conley still not in the lineup, huh, for Memphis. Yo, I came up while we're watching this highlight, unless something big happens, I'll tell you guys the theory that I came up with. If I'm the Grizzlies, because they're going to have a high pick this year, right, if they don't turn this thing around, but not high enough. Here's what I'd do if I'm the Grizzlies right now, right? I would wait 1 month, but in the next month, I would be very busy. As Dillon Brooks drills his 3, I'd watch Marvin Bagley out of Duke. And I'd watch Trae Young out of Oklahoma. To me, those are the 2 guys with the potential to change a franchise from day 1. The only 2. I know you got Mike Conley, but listen, man, point guards are a dime a dozen in the league right now. You can, oh, that's a big shot from Jason Tatum. You can find you a point guard in the league pretty much every step of the way. First, I'm looking at Marvin Bagley, though. I'm looking to see if Marvin Bagley's a franchise player. And if Trae Young, if you start to think, yo, this might be Steph Curry, you got to take a chance on him too. But we're focusing on Marvin Bagley. If I'm Memphis for the next month, I'm checking out Marvin Bagley. And I'm looking to see if he's a franchise changer. If I believe he's a franchise changer, I'm making the call to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Right? Speaking of Cleveland Cavaliers, in the Kyrie Irving, Isaiah Thomas trade, Boston gave up that top pick that's Brooklyn's. Right? They had that. That was Brooklyn's top pick. They traded in the Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce trade. Brooklyn got a lot of picks in that trade. And they won that trade. But they traded that to Cleveland when the Celtics got Kyrie this offseason, right? I'm stuttering here. For Isaiah Thomas. So the Cavs got that pick. You know they're going all in. Ben McLemore drills that 3. It's 31-12. This is a blowout. The Grizzlies are Tyreek Evans drills that 3. The Grizzlies are putting out a terrible product this year. Terry Rozier on the other end for 3. Sheesh, man. It's a 19-point game. We're just starting the second. But anyways, here's what I do. You go call the Cavs. You know they got to go all in. You don't know what LeBron James is going to do this summer. So you make that call to Cleveland. You say, hey, give us Tristan Thompson. We'll take the Kardashian. Heck, we're Memphis. We don't get a lot of headlines. At the least, we'll take the Kardashian and get some headlines and, you know what I mean, get some stories. We'll take the Kardashian with all the problems. It'll be a sight to see Khloe Kardashian on Beale Street. And we'll take that and that Boston pick. We'll take both of those, right? We'll take both of those. Tristan in that pick that's technically Brooklyn. You hope Brooklyn loses a few more games because they've won a couple more games than you expected them. But I believe they're going to fall backwards. D'Angelo Russell is in and out of the lineup. I believe they're going to fall back and lose a few more games. So then you have your pick and this pick. So then if you trade Marc Gasol after February, you're in complete tank mode, right, Mike? We don't know when Conley's coming back. So now if you're the Grizzlies, either A, you're the number 1, number 2 pick, or B, Brooklyn's probably going to be number 1, 2 pick. You're banking on one of the 2 teams, either yourself or Brooklyn, to lose games, right? And now you're trying to create, oh my goodness, what a crossover by Kyrie. And by the way, Memphis has fought back into this game. Give them credit. They fight. They just don't have enough talent. And their talent can't stay healthy at the right times. Dillon Brooks, nice pass from Mark. By the way, I like Marc Gasol. I like him a lot, but Marc Gasol's in a win-now mode, and the Grizzlies just don't have the roster. Like Al Horford is a good example. Him and Mark, I'll take Mark over Al Horford, but they're both in win-now modes. Like, they're not beating Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid night in, night out, right? They're in win-now modes, and they should be at this point in their careers. Both these loyal guys deserve that, right? So I'm making that call to Cleveland. If I think Marvin Bagley's a superstar, once Duke gets deep in the conference play, when you know night in and night out conference play is tough, especially in the ACC, I'm making the call. Yeah, I'm making the call. I'm making the call to Cleveland, seeing if they'll give me that pick, and I'll even take Tristan. Cleveland gets their guy to help solidify their team, because they're going to go after DeMarcus Cousins or one of those guys. You got to believe that if they think they're, if they get blown out on Christmas Day to Golden State and they realize, yo, even with Isaiah, we not beating them. We got to make a move, especially if LeBron is thinking about leaving us. So everyone wins in that. Memphis, you get 2 chances to get a top pick between you and Brooklyn. You roll with that. Kyrie Irving just a 3 there. You roll with that. You take your chances. And heck, if you know you're bad enough, right? Or maybe on draft day, you could even package that pick and go get a proven talent, right? Or heck, if you want, like with one of the picks, the lower pick, right? So if the Brooklyn pick is number 1 and the Memphis Grizzlies are number 6, you trade that number 6 pick from the Grizzlies and you go get a proven talent. You know what I'm saying? You go search around the league and go get a proven talent. A star, borderline star that's not fitting in with a team. Heck, if you want to, if you really want to just start over because Mike Conley's getting paid so much, if you really want to reboot this thing because it's not going anywhere, and that's very unfortunate because the Grizzlies have been one of the most consistent organizations in the last 10 years. As a matter of fact, they have the longest streak of making the playoffs right now in the NBA, and that's on the line right now. Doesn't look too good. If you do that, right, you trade that pick, you might could even trade that lower pick with Mike Conley, get his cap off the books, and get a star. You don't know what's going to be available. You might be able to, oh my goodness, what a jam. Is that Jarrell Martin? Yes, it is. Memphis is competing with this one. 71-70. Mark. Look at the Grizzlies compete. Again, the fight is not the question with this team. It's just the coaches, the GMs have never been all in on giving the coaching staff everything they needed. That's why you see a Lionel Hollins not get retained. A David Fizdale get fired a few games into the season. It's just, they don't give him enough. Now, I think Boston's going to put this game away. Oh, yeah. Again, that's a nice Grizzly crowd. Trust me, I've been to the Forum many times. That's a nice crowd. Oh, Jason Tatum. Rim rocking in Memphis. Ooh, Jason Tatum. Oh, sheesh Louise. How many he finished with? 19 points. Oh, Al Horford spinning. Corner 3. Boston showing some maturity and growth. This young team led by Kyrie and Al Horford. Dylan Brooks the 3. It's an 11-point game. Kyrie over to Rozier for 2. Tyreek. Oh, might have got away with a travel. Grizzlies need a run. It's 11 with 5:20 to go. Oh my. And by the way, Tyreek has been really good for the Grizzlies this year. Giving it his all. Salute to Tyreek Evans, man. Salute to him. Dylan Brooks for 3. I got an autograph from Tyreek Evans. Very random. But a chick he was talking to, again, I'm from Memphis, if you don't know. A chick he was talking to when I was in high school you know what I mean? She was my substitute teacher one time. She's like, yo, I know Tyreek. I'll get your autograph the next day. And she won line. Kyrie Irving for 3. I don't know where that autograph is at, by the way. Putting this game away, 97-88. Mark, corners, that Chalmers. He's been a nice addition. Again, Mike Conley has missed a lot of games. But if you're the Grizzlies, what if you finish 8th in the West, what does that get you? A first-round series with Golden State? You're not beating Golden State this year. 7 seed, a first-round series with Houston? You're not beating Houston this year. Don't do that to yourself. Tatum, ooh, and 1. Celtics win in Memphis. It's time for changes in the Grizzlies, man. Sorry to say that, Memphis. I love y'all, but time to start this thing over. If you just finish middle of the pack, that's not good enough. That doesn't get you good players. That doesn't get you the talent that you need. Free agents are not coming to Memphis. Let's just keep it a stack. You gotta restart this thing through the draft. Trust the process like Philly. All right? I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.